I'm doing very well, thank you.
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great, thanks.
I'm doing good. Every day is a good day.
My customers range from the homeless to the wealthy, from babies to seniors. Just about everybody in the community has stuck their nose, or a representation of the community has stuck their nose in the door.
My favorite thing about Second Page Books is the customers. This was my very first job ever when I was in grade 12, and I started here in April of 2004. And I've worked here on and off a little bit ever since then, and it's really wonderful to get to know some people over the course of that whole long time, and also to meet all the new people who come and discover this place.
Generally, people that come here come here, and even sometimes I think when they get in here, it is just such a zen atmosphere.
My name is Craig Carson. Well, let me just give you a bit of the history of the store before I get to my part. My mother and her partner, Dorothy Carmichael, started the store in 1979. I purchased Dorothy's share in 2000. Mother and I worked together for 3 years until her health failed, and I've taken on the store by myself since then, with the help of Ruth, of course.
My name is Ruth, and I have worked at Second Page Books off and on for about 18, 19 years, something like that. Just when Craig needs a day off. He does live here basically, but once in a while wants a day off.
He cares, and to be honest, he cares about his readers and their interests. For instance, when I brought my grandkids in here when they were younger, he doesn't talk down to anybody. Leads them around, shows them what might be here and what may interest them, finds out what their interests are. I've seen him deal with other customers with obscure books and stuff, and his enthusiasm with them, I think, is really draws people in.
Both my mother and I are dyslexic, and we struggle to read novels. I can scan. I learned how to scan when I was younger, so I can scan quite quickly, but that's not how you read novels. Now, in the last few years, because our metabolisms change as we get older, I've discovered that I can read now. And so I'm just motoring through novels, not as fast as I can, but pretty steady now to make up for some lost time.
How long have I been visiting the store? It's been 5 years. 5 or 6 years now.
Oh my goodness, I knew you were going to ask that. Probably at least 20 years ago.
This was my very first job ever when I was in grade 12, and I started here in April of 2004. And I've worked here on and off a little bit ever since then, and it's really wonderful to get to know some people over the course of that whole long time, and also to meet all the new people who come and discover this place.
I was actually just downtown, and I was just kind of walking around and just kind of happened upon it, and yeah, it's been a wonderful experience ever since.
Yeah, I was working in Vancouver, and I got a phone call saying that that Dorothy wanted out and offered me her share, and there was dust and gravel flying as I made my way back to Courtenay to get this job, to have it be mine, and I've just had so much fun over the last 20 years. Yeah.
I like coming here because to me it's more than a bookstore. Yeah, lots of great books, lots of selection. Even if he doesn't have what you're looking for, Craig can find it. But what I like about coming here is it's like a social center. And you can sit down and talk with Craig about anything. The man's a wealth of knowledge. He's led a really interesting life. But if you want to know what's going on around town, he knows what's about that, the music world, etc.
It's a family-run sort of thing, family-run business, and he's really friendly and has cats and stuff like that you can pet, and it feels more like a home. And yeah, I would say we're friends.
This bookstore has a really wide audience, a really wide range of customers who come. So lots of families come to the bookstore, and just lots of all kinds of people.
It's wonderful to get that broad cross-section of people. All of them looking to read.
We like to consider this a safe space for anybody that comes in for any reason. And it's just those places, I think, in our hustle bustle world are just disappearing. Everything is all fast-paced, instant gratification. Everybody's impatient to be done with what they're doing, and a used bookstore does not lend itself to that.
The biggest value I see in the bookstore is a sense of community. It's pretty cool that people can not only come here to find something to read, but that they can also bring in books to trade them in. So that keeps the local reusing economy going and keeps books, out of the landfill and keeps new books from being printed. Not that we don't want new books, we always want new books, but it's good to recycle things and to have things moving around within the community. And it also gives a sense of ownership of the community. You know that you're bringing something to the store that's then going to go get a new happy home, and some other person is going to get to enjoy that book that you love, and you're also going to pick up a treasure and get something new that you might not have found somewhere else.
I've actually bought a lot of books, bought a lot of books from this store.
I don't know. This bookstore is just pretty magical. I've always really loved it. Yeah. I even fell in love with a boy here once. It's a pretty magical bookstore.
This is a unique little bookstore. Hope he never changes it. As I said before, for anybody that wants to come here, it's more than a bookstore. It's a social place, and I think that's some bookstores you go to and it seems very stoic and stuff. This place has character, it has life, and it's because of Craig here. If you're a cat person like I am, you can get your cat fix. Between his two previous cats, Purdy and Princess, and now Boo, there's always a cat here.